16. Meserve Hall. Charles Francis Meserve became the second president of Shaw University in 1894, after the death of its founder, Henry Martin Tupper. Meserve was from Massachusetts, and had previously served as principal of several schools. His ancestors emigrated from the island of Jersey, Europe, to America, as early as 1673. In 1885 to 1889 he was the principal of a school in Springfield, Massachusetts. Several trustees and faculty members of Shaw University came from Springfield and the nearby area. A photo collage from the 1895 catalog shows the buildings that Charles Francis Meserve took over in 1894. A new addition was the Missionary Training School, which was also used as a nursing school for the Leonard School Hospital. University founder Henry Martin Tupper was buried on campus in 1893. Shaw Hall and Estey Hall have been fitted with side balconies. And right here were the industrial shops. Shaw University, Campus 1895. Around 1896, the chapel dining hall was fitted with a wooden exterior staircase. Since 1870, the former Barringer mansion, which had stood on the campus even before Shaw University was founded, continued to be used as housing for the president and faculty. But in 1896, Charles Francis Meserve ordered the demolition. And replaced it with a new administration building. The location of the former Barringer residence can probably be identified by a vase visible in front of the house in a photograph from the 1895 catalog. Assuming this vase hasn't been moved, you can still see it in the photos in front of the new administration building. Postcard, 1908. These two images, from the 1902 catalog, and from around 1910, show the new administration building, hidden behind trees, together with Shaw Hall and Estey Hall in the background. The new building served as an administrative building and residence for the principal and the teachers. After Meserve's term of office, the administration building was renamed Meserve Hall in his honor. Industrial shops. An industrial department at Shaw University has been mentioned in catalogs since at least 1891. The men received training in carpentry and furniture making. And the women were also trained in sewing, dressmaking, and home economics. It was possible to cover part of the study costs by working in the industrial department. Pictures of industrial shops at the Shaw University campus appear in the 1894-95 catalog and in the 1902 catalog. I couldn't find out exactly when these shops were first built. The shops are noted at this spot on the Sanborn map from 1896. The 1902 catalog mentions that industrial work played an important role for young men from the beginning. And industrial work was also introduced for young women in 1874. Carpenter shop. Machine shop. Blacksmith shop. The 1902 catalog also shows a picture of a sewing class for women, which was probably located in the Estey Hall. The women's industrial department was expanded 1905 to include a cooking classroom. Shaw University, campus 1896 to 1902. The space for the industrial departments for men and women became too small, and plans for a new building were made. 18. Powerhouse. Around 1902, central heating was installed. The hot water heating plant was a donor by Mr. John D. Rockefeller. John D. Rockefeller was an American businessman and philanthropist. In his later years, Rockefeller donated part of his fortune to education, medicine, higher education, and the modernization of the American South. In 1902, the General Education Board Foundation was founded by John D. Rockefeller. The foundation's statute stated that the goal was to promote education in the United States of America, without distinction of race, sex, or religious belief. By 1905, Shaw Hall, Estey Hall, and the medical student dormitory were provided with radiators, and connected to the new heating plant. And by 1922, almost all the buildings were connected to the new heating system. 16. 1905 Campus. In this collage, from the 1905 catalog, you can see buildings on the Shaw University campus, which were already featured in the 1894 collage. Some buildings have changed since 1894. President's House became the administration building. Industrial shops, Leonard Pharmacy, and Chapel Dining are not shown on the 1905 collage, but are still on campus. There was also a change to Shaw Hall. The middle staircase of Shaw Hall has been removed. Catalog 1924. Shaw University, Catalog 1905. Shaw University, Campus 1905. Tupper Memorial. The 1902 catalog already mentioned the construction of a new industrial department building. The new building will be called the Tupper Memorial. The basement of the new building was already completed in 1905. The new building was intended to take over the industrial shop's work. Tupper Memorial, built 1906. Gaston Alonzo Edwards, head of the industrial department at Shaw University, was supervisor of the construction. Gaston Alonzo Edwards was an American architect, educator, and university administrator. Edwards was the first African American architect licensed in the state of North Carolina. You will learn more about Edwards in another part of this series. Officially opened by Reverend J. Whitted, D.D., treasurer of the Tupper Memorial. Shaw University, Campus 1906. Building extensions. Between 1907 and 1908, two major extensions were made to existing campus buildings. At first, a 3-story extension was built on the south side of Estey Hall. Before. After. The second extension was added to the administration building. A 2-story extension was added to the building, which was used for office space and a bookstore. Shaw University, Campus 1908.